published, and it's so difficult. So at very least, let me help you off the air. I'll send you a website where you might want to check out, and you might want to, I don't know, think about sending an email and filling out the contact form, because it could just be what gets your book published. And who knows, it might save a family. It might save a child. You never know.
Oh yeah.
You never know what it could do, or you never know who you could help, or you never know who might listen. So that's the mystery of podcasting, and that's really why I got into this. All right, let me talk for a bit. Let me let you take a breath. Whew. Ah, I might have to grab a beer and have a pint myself after this one. This is a stress. I might have to get a drink or something. This is a little stressful. Whew. So listener, you already know who I am, but Will, my name is Aaron Richmond. I'm the host of Aaron's Opinion. You know this, just so we can kind of tie all these loose ends together. I live somewhere in an undisclosed location. I don't give it out on my show. I'm happy to tell you off the air. It's a long story. It also relates to my safety. I live in an undisclosed location somewhere in the world. My background is in the field of international relations, and I had a wonderful time studying abroad at the University of East Anglia. So I'm very familiar with your country. You have a wonderful country. England's a great
Oh,
place.
thank you.
England's a perfect place to go. So perfect. I don't know why British people leave England. I loved it. I loved it there. It's a great place, really is. And that is okay. How do I? All right, yeah, that would be great. So let me just end by saying that the reason why I created Aaron's Opinion is to create a really, really, really great podcast that addresses issues in the blindness community, and where we talk about the issues that blind people all over the world are suffering from, dealing with, and need to talk about right here, right now on my show. And that's why I created this podcast. And
Oh, nice.
I've noticed that I've attracted really, really, really articulate and really, really, really strong guests. So I
Mm.
really hope that this works. I really hope that this is working from the bottom of my heart. I've done a lot of traveling. Will, I've been to England, as I said, been to France 3 times. My second language is French. I did, in one of my previous episodes, I did interview a former correctional officer at a prison. Oh boy, that was
Oh wow.
it wasn't quite as stressful as your story, but it was quite a story. I've done a lot of traveling around Europe, and yeah, yeah. So my next question is, when do you want to come back for part two? Because I want to give you a part two. I feel you deserve a part two. When do you want to come back?
I mean, the this is the thing. Like, I don't know what to say in part two. I mean,
Well, okay.
I'm
Well, you know what? Well, you know what? That's totally fine. Well, here, let's do this. Let's leave this one here. Let me go. Let's kind of wrap it up by saying that I immensely look up to your courage in coming to my podcast, not even knowing who I am, is just some stranger from an undisclosed location, and your courage to talk about this shows how strong of a person you truly are. And
oh, thank you.
as far as all that other nonsense, I don't know. There's a special place in hell for certain people. Certain people are going there. Is unfortunately or fortunately the way that works. So know that I am a firm believer of karma. I believe that your willingness to tell the truth will help you always, and his actions will always hurt him in more ways than he's even aware.
Yeah.
So listener, if you have questions for Will, if you have feedback, everybody is so shy out there. Talk to me. Comment below. I want to do a part two, but we need more questions. And in the future, Will, you're always welcome to come back on this thing. But I think we do need more material. So, of course, like, share, subscribe, and there might be something very special might be happening with this podcast. Something else special. The other special thing that happened a couple weeks ago was that I'm on YouTube. This podcast is on YouTube. But something even more special might be happening with this episode. So I'm gonna have to keep you on the edge of your seats for that one. This episode will be tweeted out. I think that you aren't on Twitter with all the
I am
experience.
now.
Oh, you are now.
I am now. I got it about a few hours ago. My mum persuaded me to come back on it, but I'll send you my Twitter name, as it's not actually I never use my real name on Twitter.
Oh, okay. Well, I tell you what. Okay, that makes this a lot easier. I will tweet out. I will send you my official tweet from my company. I'll just copy. I'll just put a tweet right in our chat on WhatsApp, and you'll just see the tweet, and then you'll just kind of follow your nose, follow the trail from there when this is done. I don't know when it will be done. I do have to go back, and I always go back and listen to everything. But then again, yeah, I'm not sure when it's going to come out, but when it does, I'll tweet it out to you. And of course, please follow,
Brilliant.
because if you do follow me, which I know you will, you'll know everything that my show does and all the people that we're helping along the way. I'll be sure to send you more information to help you get your book published. I'm determined to do that, if anything else. Is there any final message or final words of wisdom that you want to tell the world from wherever anyone might be listening? One sentence.
Well, okay. First of all, I have to say thank you so much for listening. Thank you so much, Aaron, for allowing me to come on this podcast. And I'm going to say this, and it may seem very harsh, and I'm very nervous about saying it, but I'm going to say it because I believe I put it in my book. To Anthony Robert Gradwell, if you ever listen to this or read my book, I hate you, I despise you, and I never want you in my life again.
And you've been listening. You're welcome. On that note of strength, who definitely deserve to hear that, you've been listening to Aaron's Opinion. The podcast for blind people where we talk about issues in the blindness community. I got to tell you, that was material. That was quite an experience. Let's stop right here. Anyway, guys, you at home from all over the world, you can listen to Aaron's Opinion on all of the podcasting clients. Follow our show on YouTube, Twitter, and our show's Facebook page, Aaron's Opinion. If you want to comment below, or if you want to send me a nasty email telling me what a horrible person I am and how I'm deemed to go to hell, go right ahead. I'd be happy to read some negative emails. Considering you don't send any of them, send some emails. And if you want to say something nice to me, I might put it on this show, on this podcast. But if you do say something foolish or ignorant or just rude, it's not getting on this podcast. All right. As I like to say, have a good day today, a very good evening to you, sir, in England. You stay safe from wherever you might be in the world. Stay safe, everybody. And we will certainly be back, as I like to say, have a good day today and a great day tomorrow.